Hey guys, Angel here. So excited about this video, how to set goals for 2020. If you are scrambling in your mind and you haven't yet sat down to write your goals for 2020, I hope, wish, and pray that this video helps you. So stick around and I'm going to help you create some goals in 2020. I got to give a full disclosure or disclaimer, whatever it is. I am the type of person that kind of stays away from teaching how to set goals, simply because when I want to go, I'm a very visual person. So what I'll do is I'll cut out an image of something that I want. For instance, this house that we bought years ago, I'll put a visual image on a sheet of paper or in my journal. And then I will write down in systematic order what I need to do in order to accomplish that goal. Now, to me, that is the end all be all to how to set a goal. Get a vision of what it is that you want, become clear about what it is that you want, and then write the steps down on what you have the knowledge of this time to go make it happen. You may not know everything. As a matter of fact, you probably won't know every single step. But the thing is, once you get going in those steps, you'll become clear and new information will be deposited in you, or you'll meet somebody that will be the very next piece of your puzzle that you need in order to accomplish that goal. Now, with that being said, I'm going to give you guys some inspirational kind of applicable tips on creating your goals and things that I want you guys to focus on. And one of the things that I believe that the one reason, or one of the number one reasons, is why people don't write down their goals or don't even have goals is because they're not clear on what it is that they want. When you ask someone what it is that they want, they kind of are taken aback. But if you ask them what it is that they don't want, they can go down a list. I don't want to be fat. I don't want to be divorced. I don't want to be this. I don't want to be that. But then you say, well, what is it that you want? Well, I don't know. I just want to be happy. And then and we wonder why there's so many people not accomplishing their goals, because we're not crystal clear. So the first thing that I want you guys to ask yourself is a very, very important and a very, very powerful question. And it's simply this: what do I want? What do I want? Not what does your mother want for you, not what does your father want for you, not what do you think somebody else wants for you, or what some preacher or teacher or prophet has spoken over your life. If it did not resonate or confirm what God has already called you to do, what do you want? That is so powerful. Such a powerful question to ask yourself. So that's number one. Get clarity on what do you want. More often than not, when people think about writing down their goals, they think about, okay, I'm going to get this car, or I'm going to get this job, or I want to get this pay increase, or I want to get those pair of shoes. And they kind of think in a narrow type way. What I want you to do is I want you to think of in your life in its totality. Break down your life goals into 5 categories. Number 1 being your health. Number 2 being your spirituality. Number 3 being your finances. Number 4 being your relationships. And number 5 being something that you do for fun. Now, when you think about those areas, say for instance, like your health, what's been going on with your health that perhaps you have been ignoring? Whether it's, do you need to go get a eye checkup? Are you one of those people that are walking through the mall like squinting like that, like I was before I got my glasses last year? Or are you overweight and you feel like you know that you need to release this extra weight off your body, but you just keep putting it off and you just keep sliding on some leggings because they don't really take too much effort to put on? Or maybe it's a dentist appointment that you need to make. Think about your health and write that down. Where do you want to see your health? Then you want to go to your spirituality. Maybe you want to pray more, fast more, go to church, or watch church more often, or and have some friends, more friends that are more spiritual than you do now. And write that down. What do you want your spiritual life to look like? Same goes with your finances. What do you want your finances to look like? You guys see where I'm going here. I want you to break your life down in those 5 categories and write down as clear as you possibly can what you want. Not what she or he wants, but what you want to see in those 5 life categories. Now, let me say this. If you guys need some more detail on how to write specific goals and all of that, I want to encourage all of you guys to go here on YouTube and look up Brian Tracy. Brian Tracy is one of the most thorough dynamic teachers of my time. I absolutely adore him. But he has a whole video on how to create goals. So if you need more of that style, I highly recommend you looking up Brian Tracy. So for those of you guys who rock out like I do, I'm going to give you guys 5 tips in creating your goals. And these are things to think about when you do sit down to write your goals. They're a little bit applicable and inspirational. You guys know how I do. So write down the word goal going down the left-hand side of your paper for my note takers. And for number 1, for the word or for the letter G, is when you're thinking about your goals, you want to gain clarity. Period. Like I said, more often than not, people do not write down their goals simply because they're not clear on what it is that they want. They just say, I want more of this or more of that. Well, more of what and how much more? Be more specific. So that's number 1, gain clarity. Number 2 for O is to organize your thoughts, you guys, by writing the vision. The scripture clearly tells us to write the vision and make it plain. Not keep it up here in your head where it's cluttered and you got everything else on your mind. The vision that you get, you need to write it down. 3 out of 100 people have written goals. So let's get that statistic up by you being the 4th and the 5th and the 6th so we can crunch those numbers a little bit, okay? For the letter A is accomplishments. You guys listen to me. Listen really closely. Your goals, when you're writing down your goals and wanting to accomplish your goals, some of your goals are not going to manifest tangibly. Some goals may be a mindset shift. And I can tell you right now, that can be one of the most powerful goals that you can accomplish is setting your mind on something else. Because if you don't like the life that you're living now, that is because your mind is set on a particular thing which is governing your actions. So when you're setting your goals, don't get down in the dumps that you haven't manifested your 10 clients or you haven't manifested your big house. Be excited about the fact that you have accomplished the goal of changing your mind. And that is something to really celebrate because scripture tells us as a man thinks, so is he. So how you're thinking is how you are. Next tip for L is to be laser focused. Once you gain your clarity on exactly what it is that you want, say you want to write a book this year, you need to get an image of a book and write down exactly how many hours a day you're going to write your book. On the days that you're going to write your book. If you have a full-time job, you can use your lunchtime, you can use your break time, you can use after work, you can use weekends. There are ways to get this done, but write it down and get laser focused. Being laser focused is the way to accomplish anything. Ladies, you know for yourself, when we're in that labor and delivery room pushing out those babies, we ain't thinking about no bills, we ain't thinking about no car, we ain't thinking about cleaning the house. We are thinking about getting that baby up out of us, and so we're laser focused on our breathing and doing exactly what the doctor says. So it is possible to control your thoughts. For those of us who say, oh, I can't control my thoughts, how do you meditate? Oh, you know how to meditate if you know how to work. That's another video. And for the last and final one for S, you guys, is to say less and work more. Too often we go and tell other people our dreams before it's time. And when you first get your dreams deposited into you, when you become aware of it, more often than not, you don't really fully believe it yourself. So one of the most detrimental things that we can do is go sharing that dream with someone else that doesn't really have a full belief within themselves, so they don't even have the capability to help you believe in your dream. So hold on to your dream until you believe in it a little bit more and you're strong enough that when you do share your dream and somebody says, oh girl, that is not going to work, you have already convinced yourself that this thing, it not only is it going to work, but it's already done. Stick around for my next video, how to accomplish your goals in the spirit. And don't worry, I got you covered. This is going to be absolutely amazing, especially for my spiritual animals out there. I love you guys so much. Happy New Year, you guys. Happy 2020. Go make amazing lives. You deserve it. This is the year you said you were going to make things happen, so make things happen. People are literally waiting on you.